Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Trey Mann, and it's Vassell in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Brown out there with Hodges. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Porter, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Right, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Here's Castle. Pass to Sohan. With the fadeaway. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. 6 to shoot. Here's Mann. Got a hand on it. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Wembanyama against Porter. Pass to Hodges. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Sohan with the ball. Here's Castle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Now Pajemski. Brown sets a screen for Porter. The kick out to Brown. Pajemski with it. Down low. Here's Hodges. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. In the third spot, the Spurs.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Yes, to Castle. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Right side, Porter. There's the pick. Here is Hodges, defended by Sohan. Good on the shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Man with it, guarded by Porter. From the top of the key. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Outside, Porter. And Hodges kicks to Porter. Shoots over Vassell. Porter, no luck.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Pass to Castle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, we put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Podziemski finds Porter. Back to Podziemski. Shoots the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And there it is for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And here are the Warriors now, after the basket by San Antonio. Outside, Porter, over in the corner, Brown. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Porter. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Porter passes to Hodges. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Warriors making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Spurs. Here is Hodges. He's got 7. And here's Porter. Pass to Hodges. The kick out to Porter. Hits it from 3-point range.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Here's Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Bridges outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Man, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Podziemski. Still scoreless. Porter inside. Defended by man. Here's Castle. Pass to man. Wembanyama sets a screen for Bridges. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Hodges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter, no luck.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Bridges outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. San Antonio making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And here are the Warriors now, trailing by 5. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Just 3 to shoot. Granum, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter steal, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Castle. He had 19 points in the win against the Clippers. Here's Sohan, guarded by Porter. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Warriors. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 from Wembanyama. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama against Hodges. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist in this one. Now Pajemski. 9 points last game out. Right block shot. Outside Porter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Castle. He's got 6. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Hodges against Wembanyama. Hodges the pass to Branham. Outside, Markkanen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Castle. Here's Sohan. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Porter's got 7. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers.
Porter looking it over. Brown sets a screen for Porter. Five on the clock. Back to Brown. Tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Ellis. Trey Mann is out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. For San Antonio, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. A jump hook. That one falls. Castle's got 8 points.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Outside Porter. The screen from Brown. Inside. The kick out to Porter. Outside Porter. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. And the basket by Castle. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Pass to Porter. From the arc. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Bridges finds man. To the paint. Here's Ellis. And Ellis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Warriors trail by 3. Brown with a screen on Ball. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Markkanen, the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
Bridges shot, good.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. Out to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Ellis. And Ellis throws it down.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Pass to Juzang. And it's Markkanen, top of the key. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Porter against Ball. And it's Vassell in the corner. Lock at 6. Shoots over Markkanen. Vassell, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
At the elbow, it's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Here's Castle. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Porter passes to Juzang. Brown with a screen on Vassell. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to Porter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 1:32 left here in the second. Lets the three fly. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Juzang. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio leading by 3. Man with it. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. From outside, off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Man passes to Ellis. Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here is Porter. 35 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
And there's the drive. And finished off by Porter.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's San Antonio. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the match.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
The Nuggets are struggling with the injury problems. The scoreboard is where Murray's absence hurts them the most, and his confidence rubs off on his teammates.
Yeah, when he's on, he can take over a game. Love the big moment.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. We've got Brown. Podziemski out there with Porter. And there's Hodges. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Sohan, the pass to Mann. Vassell outside. They get it back. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 8 points.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
To the inside, Porter. The kick out to Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Wembanyama high post. And the Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Hodges. Here's the teardrop. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot. Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Sohan. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Porter, poked away. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Hodges. Now, Sohan. Now, Mann. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Pass to Hodges. Now here's Porter. Throws it up high. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Mann.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
San Antonio leading by 3. Pass to Sohan. Back to Mann. Wembanyama with it. He's guarded by Hodges. Wembanyama against Hodges. Wembanyama, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And finished off by Porter.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Podziemski. Goes up from the top of the key. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Outside, Porter. They set the screen. Inside. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Spurs leading by 5. Here's Castle. He's got 16.
That is incredible.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And that one drops for him. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Now here's Porter. He's got 21. Brown drives in. Pass to Hodges. They need this. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. Castle misses. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Porter. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 9 assists now tonight.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Sohan. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Sohan's got 13 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Porter, no luck. San Antonio leading by 7. Steps back. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Porter, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Podziemski with it. Over Castle. Shot by Podziemski, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Porter with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Shot to stop the run, and he slams it one-handed.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. It's up a three. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. To the left wing. Here's Juzang. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Juzang's got 5 now.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Wembanyama, a screen. Cancel. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And check it out, some numbers for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips and...
Hodges against Ellis. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Sohan with the ball. Misses the 3. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Devin Vassell. Sohan is out there with Ellis. Then it's canceled. And it's man in at the point.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And Hodges kicks to Porter. A 3-ball. Rebound by Sohan.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
The Warriors pull it in. Outside Porter. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Bucket is good.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Branham. Outside Porter. Outside Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Back to Sohan. Bridges left side. Connects from three-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
On the wing, Porter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski. For 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Bridges, right side. Here's Sohan, guarded by Porter. Wembanyama, a screen on Porter. And it's Sohan missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And that one's good by Porter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Now Podziemski. Fires for 3. Porter, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors pull it in. Hodges has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bridges against Porter. Here he goes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Them one on Castle.
Clearly a foul.
And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks. Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Over to the left wing. And Hodges kicks to Porter. Porter with the screen for Porter. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 9 points here in the second half.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
To the middle. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And the Spurs making a change here. Powell's checked in. Ball surveying the defense. Count the basket. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Porter. Pass to Hodges. And here is Brown. Porter outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Ellis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on.
At the line for the Warriors, Branham, shooting 1.
50 seconds left in the game. Ball, the bounce pass. Bridges outside. Ellis against Hodges. Pass to Kolek. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Bridges misses. And so here is Golden State. There's Porter with the 3, rebounded by Ellis. Porter against Bridges. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly